Title: Greek tragedy unfolds, Pakistan nabs 10 suspects in human trafficking sting. TLDR: A startling development surfaces in Pakistan following a heart-wrenching maritime disaster off the Greek coast. A troop of 10 alleged human traffickers, potentially connected to the tragedy, were rounded up by the authorities. Are they the villains of this tragic tale, or merely pawns in a much bigger game? Roll the scene. A rusty trawler, shuddering against the vicious waves of the Mediterranean Sea, is packed with hopeful souls yearning for a chance at a brighter future in Europe. Yet, their dreams, and potentially their lives, sink along with the vessel near Greece's Peloponnese Peninsula. As local media reportedly put the number of fatalities upwards of 300, a nation mourns. Is there a price too steep for a chance at a better life? A question that haunts thousands of young Pakistanis who set off on similar journeys every year. In the aftermath, Pakistani authorities put on their detective caps, zeroing in on the human trafficking network believed to be the puppeteers of these perilous journeys. 10 suspects were put behind bars, 9 from Pakistan-administered Kashmir, home to most of the victims, and 1 from Gujarat, a city notorious for being a launchpad for migrants. But does this crackdown hit the root of the problem or merely the tip of an iceberg? So, what's the real deal here? We've got a boat that was clearly not seaworthy, overladen with desperate people, paying hefty sums to be smuggled across borders. Then we've got a network of human traffickers, cashing in on the despair and dreams of these individuals. But let's dive deeper, shall we? Here's a thought: are these traffickers the actual antagonists in our story, or are they mere cogs in a system fueled by disparity, lack of opportunities, and an imbalanced global wealth distribution? It seems our culprits here are symptoms of a larger societal issue, rather than its root cause. Or perhaps, it's all a matter of perspective. There's no denying the universal desire to seek better opportunities, to provide for families, to escape the binds of poverty. But when legitimate avenues are choked off or non-existent, it appears the desperate are often left with dangerous and illegal paths as their only option. Is it really fair to blame the player when the game itself is flawed? In the end, it all boils down to this: are these 10 suspects the real criminals here? Or are they scapegoats in a much broader narrative? And if so, who or what is the real villain that we should be directing our attention and actions towards? Could the issue be systemic and we're simply applying band-aid solutions? This news story has been created based on factual information. Turned Up News does not provide recommendations or advice, particularly in matters related to health, investments or legal issues. This story is for informational purposes only. Is it possible that the solution to this recurring tragedy lies not just in cracking down on human trafficking, but also in addressing the fundamental socio-economic imbalances that drive such desperate measures?